Hello, everyone. So, the question we're going to be talking about today and the market we're going to be talking today is, will Putin be out of power by the end of the year? But the cool thing about Polymarket is that, like, this is, and I'm really sorry to say this, but basically, we're talking about an unregulated piece of, whatever the blah, right? There is like super weird things on it, and because it's an really an unregulated mess is the best way I can describe it. There is like crazy things that you can find there, and I think I just found one and I wanted to share. So let's say, basically, what I want to show you is that sometimes, and I think I found such a case, it doesn't matter. So let's dive into it and look something cool. So there is like a lot of polls, again, markets, talking about like leaders out by, right? So Starmer out by how many, blah blah blah, pretty much any world leader you can find. But specifically, I want to talk, and then there is one big one about like leaders out of power, right? Um, so the main point that I want to make is that there is basically a lot of cases where a lot of like the same thing is phrased differently. All right. um, and let's say you think you want to get into this game, right, of like of what's gonna happen. All right. Now, here is a cool thing. Like the chance here of us putting out is 11%. All right, and the chance here of putting out is under 1%. This is not the same number, and I know some of you will be like, but wait, here the poll here is like the next leader, right? Um, and what will that be? And I will answer that, but give me a sec. So let's for a sec just look at Putin, right? And I will go here with the higher chance. And my point is, like, sometimes you can find cool things there that you can find like math workarounds, okay? And I don't know if Putin will be out of power by the end of 26. I have my thoughts, but in this case, I think I can again build a system where it doesn't matter. And here is how I do it. I do, let's say, I want to put $100 here, all right, on a no. So I will get 111, right? Cool. Um, then I go here, right? And I do the yes on Putin, and I just put $1, but I will get 200. So if Putin is not out of power by the end of the year, right? I got $11, 11% for less than a year. Pretty good. Probably can get better, but pretty good. Um, if I if he is out of power, it's 200. And if he's not, like, I will lose $1 here. So okay, actually this will be 110 and not 111. That's why I said 10%. Still pretty good. Um, and then you will be like, but wait, but the next one is this thing, right? Like, this is a question about who's the next, and not will Putin be out of power. And to that I say, that is nice deal. I'm gonna do this for each and every one of them, right? So I will go to all of them and I will say that they are not gonna be out of power, and I'm gonna bet that they are the next to be out of power. Um, Thing is that I will kind of tell you a secret. After this is resolved, let's say that, Schoof, Skoof, I have to admit I don't know how to pronounce this, from Netherlands will be out. There will be another one of those, right? Like, you will be able to probably, like, really high chance, keep doing this. And with games like that, you can sometimes find really cool deals. Like I think this is actually doable. Tell me in the comments if you disagree or if you see a problem in the plan, because again, like we're all new to this because it's semi new, right? Um, but I don't know. I thought this is a super cool trick, and I'm actually gonna try and do it. Maybe with different numbers for the first time. I'm trying this, but basically bet on like I don't know, top like 10 from here. I'm gonna bet that they won't be out, and then that they will be out by the end of the year, and then I will need to keep an eye on this. So if one gets resolved, then I'll need to find another market like that and bet on that. But I'm pretty sure my plan will work. Again, you can find your own games like that. But my point is that like after looking at Polymarket for like a lot, it kind of hit me that like wait, there's like a lot of duplicates here. You get what I mean? Like, okay, it's a different ways to phrase something, and will this, and maybe the date is slightly different, but generally speaking, there is like pretty much the same question, but in different markets. And also, if you have a good understanding of politics, in many cases, you can kind of read between the lines, and it's like that if one thing happens, the other thing also happens. Like, by the way, what we talked yesterday about, like the Israel or U.S. striking Iran, like if you know politics, it's pretty clear that it's either like if one goes in, the other one is very likely to go in, especially if Israel goes in, like the U.S. goes in. Anyway, hope that's helpful. If you find cool things, share. We like again. I'm actually curious about what you guys think about this trick, and are you also trying to find things like that? Because sometimes they are there. It just takes a lot of a lot of work to find them. Have a good one. See you in the next one.